Dear friends, to you all I am sending my very warm greetings. I very much regret that I cannot be with you in person. The program of your important conference is impressive and the study undertaken by UNICEF Switzerland excellent. UNICEF Switzerland is a strong supporter of our common agenda for the safeguard of the rights of the child and the protection of children from violence. It is also a critical partner of my mandate as Special Representative on Violence Against Children. The discussions you will be holding on child vulnerability and the promotion of a comprehensive approach to the protection of children in Switzerland offer a strategic opportunity to advance the implementation of the Convention on the Rights of the Child through an effective, holistic, multidisciplinary and systems-based approach, where prevention is given the priority attention it deserves. In this regard, I strongly welcome the emphasis placed by the study on information and awareness on children's rights and the Convention on the Rights of the Child among professionals, the general public, and also amongst children themselves. This conference is an excellent initiative to advance this important process. I was also particularly pleased to see how well violence concerns have been mainstreamed into the study before you. As you know, findings from existing research and my own experience in meeting with young people during my missions confirm the high levels of violence endured by children of all ages. Available research leads us to believe that between 500 million and 1.5 billion children worldwide endure some form of violence every year. In Europe, 1 in 5 children are victims of sexual violence, in more than 70% of the cases perpetrated by people children know and trust. Violence takes place in all settings, including where children are expected to enjoy a secure environment and special protection, in care institutions, in schools, and also within the home. Younger children are at special risk, having less ability to complain and seek support, and also greater chances of suffering irreversible emotional and health damage. Violence has a dramatic and long-lasting impact on the enjoyment of children's rights, but it is also associated with very high costs for society as a whole. Despite the growing efforts by governments to address violence against children, enormous challenges persist. Violence is widespread, pervasive, and largely accepted as a needed form of discipline of children. As a result, it remains hidden and difficult to survey behind a dramatic conspiracy of silence. To address this critical child protection concern, we need to act steadily and fast. With this in mind, I am placing a priority attention in the promotion of initiatives which are designed to support the development in each country of a national strategy to prevent and address all forms of violence, the adoption of legislation to prohibit violence in all contexts, and the consolidation of data and research to overcome the invisibility of this phenomenon. These dimensions are core components of a robust child protection system, and I am therefore very pleased to note that they are also feature prominently in the strategy developed by UNICEF Switzerland, which builds upon the recommendations of the United Nations study on violence against children. In this connection, I wholeheartedly endorse the emphasis your meeting is placing on the establishment of an independent human rights institution for the protection of children's rights. This institution is critical to provide safe and child-friendly counseling and advice for child victims of violence, an area which remains a major gap in child protection efforts around the world. Dear friends, I look forward to learning about your excellent reflections, and I am committed to continuing to join hands with you in the promotion of advocacy on children's protection from all forms of violence in Switzerland and beyond, in gaining a better understanding of the hidden face of violence, of underlying causes, and of those who may be at greater risk, and overall in accelerating progress in the implementation of the recommendations of the UN study on violence against children. I wish you a very fruitful meeting and look forward to hearing about your very successful results. Many thanks.